Do you need chin-ups if you're already doing pull-ups? Should you do them both or just pick one over the other? It's a legit question I had recently, so I want to give you my take on it. What are the key differences between pull-ups and chin-ups? They are both vertical pulling movements and they both train the same muscle groups, your back and biceps. The key difference is in chin-ups, your palms are facing towards you, known as a supinated grip. The way I like to remember that is you can make a soup bowl with your hands. Pretty good, huh? The placement of your hands in chin-ups is typically shoulder width or just outside shoulder width, whereas in the pull-up, the palms are facing away from you, known as a pronated grip, and the hand placement can vary from shoulder width all the way to very wide. Apart from that, the form for both moves is very much the same. If you'd like a detailed breakdown of the form for each move, I have videos on the channel for that, which I'll link at the end of this one. In terms of muscle activation, both movements are great for training your back and biceps, as well as your grip. EMG studies have been done, and pull-ups have been shown to have a slight edge in recruiting the back muscles. However, where there is a difference is in the biceps. The chin-up recruits more of your biceps than in the pull-up. Because of that, many people tend to find them easier because you're literally able to recruit more muscles to complete the movement. Both also require good core engagement to stop your lower body swinging around. So why might pull-ups be superior to chin-ups? Generally, pull-ups are more agreeable for people because they don't require as much wrist and shoulder mobility. Because of this, the straight bar chin-up grip will just not be comfortable for some folks, especially in the hanging position. However, there are workarounds for this, and that involves using some sort of free moving handle, like these rings, which allow your shoulders to rotate freely at the bottom. Then you can turn your wrists inwards at the top for maximal bicep contraction. Free moving handles might also be preferable for pull-ups and other pulling movements because it's much less stressful on the elbows as well as the shoulders. If you're dealing with any elbow tendonitis from pull-ups, I highly recommend trying free moving handles for a while. For those who don't have mobility issues with chin-ups, generally they find they can do more reps than pull-ups. Because of that, and you might be guilty of this, some people choose to only do chin-ups because they don't want to feel weaker and they want to be able to impress their friends by doing lots of chin-ups. Oh wow, look how many chin-ups he can do, said no girl ever. However, that is not good for your training because you should be working on what you find most difficult. Another advantage of the pull-up over the chin-up is because the overhand pull-up grip carries over to more advanced calisthenics moves like the archer pull-up and muscle-up. So what are the advantages of the chin-up over the pull-up? Well, as we mentioned, they target the biceps more, especially if you really focus on the biceps and use a full range of motion. That is, fully extending your arms at the bottom, stretching out your back and biceps, and then pulling your chin over the bar with a big contraction in the biceps at the top. A deliberate, forceful squeeze. As someone who doesn't do bicep curls, in fact, I don't like them at all, I find them very boring. I attribute most of my bicep growth to chin-ups. So if you're after some big guns, I think it's a good idea to include chin-ups in your routine. In summary, both pull-ups and chin-ups are awesome exercises and are going to grow your back and biceps and increase your strength regardless. Pull-ups are going to target your back a bit more, and if you really focus on the biceps in the chin-up, it's a great mass builder for the arms. If I absolutely had to pick one over the other, I'd choose the pull-up, for its room for interesting progressions. But thankfully, I'm not a Sith. I don't deal in absolutes, especially not when it comes to training. I believe that variety is the spice of life, so I like to do them both, and I recommend you do the same. Mainly because it just adds variety to training, keeping it interesting, which is important because we definitely don't want our training to become repetitive and boring. As far as programming them into your routine, I recommend you train pull-ups and chin-ups on separate days. Don't try to do 3 sets of chin-ups followed by 3 sets of pull-ups because your back and arms will already be smoked. Based on a 3-day routine, let's say you do pull-ups on Monday, chin-ups on Wednesday, and pull-ups again on Friday. Or for you more advanced people doing a 4-day routine, pull-ups twice per week and chin-ups twice per week. If you're not at the stage where you can do body weight pull-ups and chin-ups yet, totally understandable by the way, they are advanced movements. Download the free ebook in the description to get a program that will take you from 0 or just a handful of pull-ups to being awesome at pull-ups. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more. For more calisthenics training tips, click here. If you're interested in a custom calisthenics program, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching guys, stay vital.